How's it going, everyone? My name is Michael Thurville, sociologist and photojournalist here at VEDA World News. Now listen, typically we deal with politics and we deal with teachers and different things of that like, but today we're going to focus on something a little bit different. Now, this gentleman here, very important guy, very well connected, very well rounded, and I'm going to let him introduce himself to you today. Sir, your name?
My name is Dusek. I'm a native Houstonian.
Okay, a native Houstonian. And what exactly is it that you do?
I'm basically a servant of Christ.
Okay, servant of Christ. Now, what made you go down that particular path?
Well, I found that I don't like chasing the dollar anymore.
Okay.
So I do DoorDash so that I can stop and smell the roses and help people along the way.
Okay. Now, when you say help people along the way, how do you help?
Well, if somebody, for example, there's a young man that was playing football by himself. Mm-hmm. After I deliver food, I did the football with him for a little while.
Okay, you know what? In this season, we're talking about Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's. There's a lot of people out there that are actually lonely. They're looking for some company. And I think that by you doing small things, like that, taking the time out to throw a football with someone that you don't know could mean a lot to somebody. And actually, it could mean the turning point to stop them from committing suicide. So that is a very big deal.
Thank you.
No, thank you. You're
You're
probably
welcome.
saving people's lives and you don't even know it.
Thank you.
Yeah. So what else?
Well, I just enjoy I enjoy family. I'm trying to, my goal is to travel, visit all my family.
Okay.
I mean, I tell my theory is to have the millions is to invest in family and friends.
Okay.
Money's good, but I'm not into money. In our family, we're into making memories.
How do you make memories? What do you mean by that?
For example, I took my son shark fishing.
Shark fishing.
Shark fishing.
What is that like?
It is a blast.
Really?
He caught a 6'1" shark. We caught two 57-inch bull sharks.
Wow. Like, where does that come from? Shark fishing. Now, most people go catfish. They like catch catfish or some other kind of fish, but sharks, and where do you do that? Do you do this in Texas?
Galveston.
It's sharks in Galveston.
We went out in the bay in Galveston.
Really? How big?
57-inch bull shark.
Where?
In Galveston.
Like
got two in the same spot.
Oh my God.
My son caught a 6'1" shark.
People are not swimming over there, are they?
No, it's deep.
Okay.
It's past the freight ships.
Okay.
You have to pass the freight ships like passing through a light.
Really? Excuse me. So what kind of equipment did you guys use to catch these sharks? I know you're not using normal fishing poles.
We're using fishing poles.
Really? And you guys are reeling these things
You have
in?
to reel them in.
How hard is it?
It's easy until you get them up to the surface.
Okay.
Then it's harder.
What does it feel like?
It's an adrenaline rush.
Really?
It's a great adrenaline rush.
So you got this shark on the hook, you get him, what do you do with him?
You get them. When you shark fish is different because most of the time your shark fish you gotta throw and you let it down and you gotta let it down and reel. Most of them you reel them up. Shark fish is doing this, but you get to the boat. Once you get to the boat, it gets a little bit heavier. And what they do is they take the shark and they'll tie a rope around it, tie it to the side of the boat to wear it out a little bit. And you're scared of the little ones because the little ones will flop in the boat and they'll bite you if you're not careful.
Really? Now, are you eating shark?
No, we threw them back.
Oh, okay, so it's like a little sport thing.
This is a sport thing, just something to do with my son.
Okay. Wow. What do they feel like? I don't know. Have you? I know you touched them. Like I've never touched a shark.
They're kind of rubbery.
Really?
Yeah, they're a little
Okay,
rubbery.
the closest I've seen was like Jaws or something like that on TV. That's like as far as I ever went.
But the bull sharks are the baddest and meanest sharks out there.
Why you say that?
They're mean.
Like
They're
aggressive?
aggressive. And we caught two 57-inch bull sharks at the same spot.
Please send me the pictures so I can put them in this video.
You got it. No, we do helicopter. We've done surf lessons with my son. I've done helicopter. We've done helicopter rides. We just do adventure outside. My daughter took her bass fishing.
Okay.
Took her bass fishing. We just do, that memories as family. That's what we do. We don't do gifts. We just do memories. My daughter, one Christmas, wanted a fishing license, and that was it.
That was it.
That was it.
Wow. You know, family is something, man. So many people around this country, believe it or not, do not have family. And if they do have family, it's not a tight-knit family. What do you say? What advice do you give to those people today?
One thing I would say is to break bread together.
Okay.
Break bread together and just spend time with your kids. You know, it's important. My thing growing up was I'd make less money and invest my time in my kids, and then the payoff that way, versus go work and make a bunch of money.
Is that what you used to do?
And no, I didn't. I never did. I never made a bunch of money because I'd work jobs to where I'd be at home and be able to invest in the kids.
Wow.
And trust God to provide.
That is something, and I like what you said there, trusting God to provide. In a world where everything is so instantaneous, in a world that is so demanding, especially in this country, you know, everybody's doing everything all at once, all the time. They never really stop to say, hey, you know what, there's a limit to what I can do, and I'm going to trust God for the rest. Your thoughts?
Exactly. And it's hard to do at times.
Okay.
But I do see God provide, especially now. And what I'm doing now, I've sacrificed a lot to be able to help where I'm at, to give back right now. And God provides every time. I don't even need to worry, which is fantastic. Now, what I did one time is my daughter was something at school. She was sick or something. Needed to be picked up. Nobody could pick her up. I told my job, I'm out of here. I got to pick up my kid from school. I said, if I get fired, I'll find another job. She's more important.
How did that work out?
Well, I didn't get fired, but now she remembers that to that day.
Okay.
That I was there for her. And my daughter's 30, and she's still
30.
calling me today for advice.
Okay, what kind of advice?
Well, on dating advice and anything and everything. And we always talk about Christ. My kids are all God-centered, and just a blessing, you know, just take time and spend time with people. And there's one time I was doing DoorDash, and I complimented the young lady. She started crying.
See?
I said, do you need a hug? I gave her a hug. Just takes one smile can make a difference.
It does make a difference.
One compliment can make a difference.
You know, even in the age of TikTok and Instagram, Facebook, social media in general, people oftentimes still feel invisible.
They do. It's important to give try to compliment everybody you see.
That is something.
Try to give everybody you see a compliment, because you never know, it might be the only compliment they hear.
Could be the last compliment they hear.
It could be the last compliment they hear. So very important. And one thing about, everybody gets invisible on social media and think they can be mean. You know, so that makes sense. And I tell people, my advice to people is, what happens to water on a duck?
Rolls right off the bat.
So you know who you are inside. You're wonderfully and gifted from God. You're wonderfully made. So when somebody says something negativity about, pretend you're a duck. And let it just roll off.
I think a lot of people like that metaphor.
So don't worry about it. You got to keep water alone.
What set you on this path? I mean, I'm quite sure you were not always like this.
No, I was really bullied when I was a kid.
Okay.
I was short.
Really?
I didn't start growing until college. I was shorter than all the teachers in high school. I weighed 108 pounds when I got married the first time. In college, I was 108 pounds. So I think getting bullied kind of helped a little bit, and I think being rejected in high school for dates really helped a lot too. And all I can do is say no. I'm going to shake it off and keep going.
Wow. So being bullied, as a kid, kind of as an adult, when you look back at it, you kind of learn empathy and sympathy for people.
You do, and I think what also helped a lot is I was blessed to be married to a wonderful woman. It was the wrong timing for both of us.
What do you mean by that?
We were both very unhealthy people.
Okay.
However, she helped me grow exponentially in areas that I needed to grow in, that I didn't want to see myself to be able to grow in.
Okay.
We were married twice.
Twice?
Twice.
How did that work? How did that happen?
We were married, had our daughter, divorced, remarried, had our son, divorced.
Okay, let's backtrack. You got married, had a daughter, divorced. What was that turning point that made you guys say, hey, okay, let's remarry? What was that?
She called me.
Okay.
I want to get back.
And you just said yes.
And I just said yes.
Okay, and then you guys got married, had a son, and divorced. What happened?
We went to counseling. It's just we were both very unhealthy people.
Okay.
Dynamics were just not there.
Understood.
So, but it's a blessing, and I look back at our family and how my kids are, my daughter's so strong in the Lord. She's given her testimony. She's gone on mission trips overseas, and she's strong. Dating since she's strong.
Mm-hmm.
She reads people well, and I have a good relationship with her, and I have a good relationship with my son. He's the same way. He's strong, in the Lord too.
Okay.
Which, looking back, it's no, I cannot take credit for anything. It's all
Understood.
God. It's all God, because I can't.
Understood. Let me ask you, with all the turmoil that's going on right now, especially in this holiday season, what are 3 tips that you can give to people, or pieces of advice you can give to people?
One tip is to stay solid in Christ.
Okay.
That's my big tip. Number 2 is find your rest zone.
What do you mean by that?
Rest, recoup zone. I like to go to Galveston on Sundays and recoup and rethink and recharge.
Okay.
So that I can get rid of the junk and kind of refresh. Church helps. Definitely go to church, but definitely find your recoup zone. What's going to help you? We need to rest. God rested.
True. On the 7th day.
God rested. God prayed, but He also rested. He took time to pray. You can't give unless if you have to give. So if you don't have, if you're out, you're out. I mean, if your reserves are out, you've got to go back and get your reserves filled back up. It's like filling your car up with gas.
Okay.
So you've got to go to God, and you got to be praying, you got to be filled with the Holy Spirit, but you got to also make sure you get your reserves up. Keep your reserves up. Once it gets low, you can't give what you don't have.
This is true.
And we forget that. We go without thinking. We need to rest.
Understood. And
We
what's
get
the third?
busy with internet, phone,
Yes, we do.
TV, all the busy stuff. We just need time to be quiet.
Hmm.
So,
And what's the third thing?
third thing, one thing I tell people, if you start getting depressed, reach out to a friend. Start calling friends.
Okay.
Try to do something for somebody else, because that gets you out of your self mode.
Mm.
When you do something for somebody else, it gets you out of yourself.
Okay. Let me ask you, what is your position on why people get depressed? Where does it come from your position?
I was diagnosed as bipolar depression.
Really?
Yes.
I would never know that.
So yeah. So there's 2 types. One, I would say, for especially people that have loved ones that have passed,
Mm-hmm.
it'll hit. What I learned is to know. I know 2 weeks ahead. I can feel it. So I know
Really?
to admit it, feel the feelings, and I just sit back, feel the feelings, and keep moving.
Okay, so when you feel within 2 weeks' time of that depression on its way
Started coming in. I know one. I can't drive as much
Okay.
because I might have a wreck. 2, I know I need to reach out to somebody, start calling friends and family. And 3, be in the Word and be praying. It's just, I know just to just rest. I got to just slow down because it's not going to be. And I always say, when you're tired, it's when accidents happen.
This is absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. Yes, sir.
And to get through hard times, say, how do you eat an elephant?
Piece by piece.
One bite at a time.
This is also true.
Yeah.
Looking at other parts of the world, do you travel?
I've traveled overseas before.
Okay. Where did you go? Or your favorite place to go?
We went to Europe, went to Italy, France, Switzerland.
Okay. Which one do you prefer?
Switzerland.
Why?
This is beautiful.
Well, what makes it beautiful?
The Lucerne was beautiful, the lake and the village. And then Portofino was fun too,
Okay.
in Italy.
Wow. What is it about Italy that attracts you there, other than
I
that?
think I love Portofino. It's like a small, quaint port town.
Okay.
And so my neighbors have a house there. Our neighbors grew up have a house there, so we met them there. So that was fun. But my favorite place to visit, Maine.
Okay, what is it about Maine?
Maine was just small, quaint, beautiful. The countryside was gorgeous. Catching the fish with legs and wings.
Okay. Wow.
Little brown fish, the wings. They had wings and legs.
Do you eat them?
Nah,
You just throw 'em back?
And then all the lobster you can eat.
You like lobster?
Lobster's good. It's fresh.
Okay.
From Maine, it's cheap.
Yeah, if you live there.
When you visit there, it's cheap.
This is also true. Let me ask you. As far as education in this country, I had an educator on here a couple days ago, and she says, "Hey, we have a serious issue with education, where it's headed, how it's being handled right now. How do you see education in this country?"
My personal view is I see we're antiquated.
In what way? What do you mean?
In
by
what way we're teaching old styles for the future. We need to go back and look at trying to revamp and start teaching what people need. I mean, the old ways 100 years ago is not going to work for some things we need to keep, but some things we need to change.
Okay.
Like, I mean, for example, we need to start teaching more technology in the schools, like the AI and apps and programming. And there's just stuff we need to revamp the systems. That's the way I look at things. I don't think we need to scrap systems. I think we need to look at it, keep the good, rethink, recalibrate, and make it better.
Okay.
For the future, and I think that evolved. I mean, it's just there's ways I think there's 3 ways of looking at things.
Because there's a growing trend of students that are, not interested in school. They're not trying to really go to college like that.
It was because what interests in school.
Okay.
I mean, it's boring. It's not interesting. I mean, it's the way it's doing is a lecture. It's boring. We need to get where we can engagement with the kids.
Okay.
More engagement, it's just boring. I mean, you get up somebody lecturing all day, it's boring. And then you can't get out for recess.
Did they take recess out of schools?
They took recess out of schools.
Did they really? I just remember, I am not from Texas,
Well,
but I do know they really kind of slowed that down.
They took recess out.
Why do you think they did that?
Cut costs.
Okay. Because that's the same thing the teacher told me. This educator, she says, hey, they've gotten rid of many of the older teachers to cut costs right here in Harris County.
They have. It's sad. It's sad what they've done to the system. And cutting back to arts and the other programs too, which are just as important.
Mm-hmm.
Because music is math.
It is.
People realize that. And my son, I made him do math and no paper.
How did you accomplish that?
He had to do everything using his head. and my daughter.
Really?
They got to a certain point. My
Wow.
parents had, as the trains going by, those numbers on each of those cars.
Yeah.
We had to add those numbers.
Okay, how did you guys do that? How did that
You learn
paint
to
a
group.
picture?
You learn to group numbers.
Okay,
You learn to group them. It's the only way
Wow.
you can do it.
that's something.
So yeah, that's how I grew up, doing math quizzes, math tests for under a minute.
Under a minute.
Under a minute sheets, math sheets for under a minute.
Wow.
So yeah.
Well, I'll tell you, most certainly you're better than me. I
However,
still have to write that down, those numbers. I still have to do that. Yes, sir.
No, that's just growing up. But I think we need to revamp, and we need to retool, because the way people are learning is different, and the attention span is not there what it used to be.
This is absolutely true. It's
We
really
got
true.
to revamp it to what the attention span is, to be able to get the max time out for the kids. I mean, we got to do the max. We can't do the old same old, same old. It's not going to work.
Mm.
And then we're losing kids. You got maybe, 10% of the time where they got the attention now,
Yeah.
and then the next 50% you're losing, you've already lost interest.
Mm. What do you say to students that are trying to find their way in a society that may not necessarily nurture them in the way that they feel they need to be nurtured academically?
Academically, I say reach out to your teachers.
Okay.
Just be proactive and reach out to your teachers.
So that seems to be something a lot of educators are saying, that students are not proactive.
You just reach out.
The parents are not proactive.
Well, and that's a lot of problem too, is you get some of these districts, the parents aren't involved.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them they are. I've done teaching.
Really?
Yeah, my degree's in education.
I didn't know that. All right, that's another hidden gem. Okay.
So yeah, my degree's in education. So yeah, I've taught. I've done a lot of substitute teaching, and
Like, how do you manage your classroom?
I'll tell you, 4 and 5 year olds.
Well, okay.
So I did daycare stuff for a while, and they always told me 4 and 5 classroom, 4 and 5. I had one bad class. We just did crisscross applesauce. Didn't get up all day.
Okay.
Next day after that, they were great. Then one, they know the rules, right? So Mr. Mike gives you how many chances?
0.
See that blue chair over there? You're gonna sit in that blue chair. When do I get out? When you know it's time to get out. Johnny?
Wow.
They know. And then I have tweezers.
Mm.
Tweezers are each kid's, everybody has a tweezer. So if one child, they run all the time. I don't have to tell them. I can just say, Johnny, tweezers. Another child goes up the slide runway. Michelle, tweezers.
Mm.
And they all want tweezers.
Gotcha.
And you're not demeaning them. You just remind them, tweezers are just like a little pin, something
Yeah.
that's cut. It's a lot easier to handle problems. I said to my daughter, a lot handle a problem when it's a small.
Yes. Versus a large one.
And it's a large one. And then when kids, there's always kids that don't want to come in after recess. I assign a kid that can help the kid come in. That's their job. So you bring
Okay.
their friend in from recess.
So they're learning problem solving. They're learning communication. They're learning a lot of things that are not necessarily taught in the textbook. So that's a good thing, right?
Right.
Okay.
So yeah, kids want to help. They want to be leaders.
What do you think stops children from taking pride in such an endeavor of being a leader, of helping others?
Opportunity
Okay.
and belief in them. And I think, personally, we need to get counseling into the daycares.
And when you say daycares, we're talking what, 5, 6?
I'm taking 4 or 5 starting.
Mm.
Because because of the situation, there's so much stress going on. Kids carry the anger and the problems. We got such dysfunction in the country with the families.
Mm-hmm.
The kids don't know how to handle emotions.
Okay.
And they need a way to help. If you can catch them early, instead of sending them to the director's office,
Mm-hmm.
but you can get a plan and work with the plan with the parents, work with the plan to help the kid.
Yeah.
They can help the kid not only from daycare, they can help the families heal
Okay,
in the long term.
gotcha.
I like to see health. I like to see healthy in the long term. See our nation heal.
Mhm.
So if we can catch it early and help them grow in areas and give them tools that can help them instead of some disruptive give out. The kids disruptive because there's something going on at home. There's something going on somewhere else. I look at the kid. I hurt for the kids. What's going on with the kids? What's going on? Why are you angry? Why are you mad?
So,
I always look the reason behind.
is it
And
fair to say that the children serve as an indicator for families?
They do, but the kids don't know how to handle it. I mean, half the adults don't know how to handle their emotions.
This is true.
So how are the kids going to know how to handle their emotions?
Mm.
Steady tools. I mean, you got to get out and look at the kids. I hurt for the kids. It's like, what's going on inside? How come when I teach, I try to help regulate emotions at the same time.
Gotcha.
You know, it's just not the academia. It's
Okay.
the whole kid.
Well, let me ask you, what sports teams here in Houston are you looking at?
Houston,
Mm-hmm.
of course, I like the Texans.
They're playing, Sunday, right?
Yeah, but I like the Oilers. I start with the Oilers. Friend
Okay.
of mine played for them back in the day.
Okay.
Kel Friswell played for them back in the day. The Astros, I was an Astro buddy.
Really?
To the hockey when we had hockey.
And it's a shame they took the hockey team away. It was starting
We're
to
going-
grow
we're going-
from what I heard.
We're going to get a new one.
When?
Fertitti's looking at bringing another one.
When?
I don't know when.
Okay.
I missed indoor soccer.
Okay.
We had an indoor soccer team.
Are you a fan of the Dynamo?
I'm a fan of Dynamo. They're fun to go to.
They really are.
They
are.
They are fun to go to.
And they shut down the SaberCats. The Houston SaberCats, the
The
rugby
team
team.
shut down.
Yes.
Oh, I can't believe it.
Yes, they're not playing this season. And so did a couple of other teams, to be fair, within the,
It's hard to bring. It's hard temperature right now.
it is, watching rugby, shooting rugby as a sport, not sports photographer, but as a photojournalist, it is a different game. It is really, truly a man's game.
Exactly.
And I was surprised to find out that the NFL hires the rugby players to teach their players how to tackle.
That's good.
I didn't know that.
That's good. And of course, I like the UFL. Was it the UFL?
What is it? Ultimate? Is that fighting? What is it?
No, the UFL. The other football team. The one that we brought in? That Wade Phillips is the coach.
The minor league? Is it minor league?
It's like a minor league thing. So Wade Phillips is the coach. He's a good friend of ours. So it's like
Okay.
he was a coach for the Texans. He was a coach for the Texans, defensive coach for the Texans.
Okay.
He moved to Denver. And he coached it.
What do you see for Harris County in the next 3 years?
You know, I'm hoping that we do a radical change. I want to help the people. I know good things are going to be coming. There's a lot that needs to happen to help Harris County.
In what ways?
We need to get funds where it's supposed to go. We need more accountability in the city. In Houston City,
Mhm.
from the commissioner's court all the way down to we need just more accountability where the funds are going, and make sure people are getting help when they need to get help.
And I've been hearing that from both sides, from just regular people, from politicians. Everybody wants to know where the money is going. Nobody really truly knows.
Well, I know something's in the work. I don't want to get into it.
No, I understand.
You don't want to go on that one.
Yeah.
So I really want to go. My goal is to get up and help, and be able to kind of keep things accountable. I've got some ideas for that.
Well, I would love to hear them at a later time.
At a later time when
Yes, sir.
I just don't want to get into
No, I understand.
with everything going on. Let's get through the next 3 days.
Yeah.
Let's get through the next 3 days.
Again, a lot of people want to know arts, entertainment, and film. Film is a blossoming community here in Houston, Texas. Are there any big studios coming here?
I don't know, but I do know that they're bringing the big studios in Texas.
Okay.
They're going to make They're making a Hollywood in Texas.
Where is it going to be in Houston?
No, it's going to be near the Austin area, I think.
I don't know. A lot of people in Houston are not going to like that.
No, but they're bringing. See, I've helped on a movie too.
Okay.
I helped on the Tom Cruise movie.
Well, there you go. Which one? You know we're going to be nosy. We want to know.
Born on the 4th of July.
Really? How was that?
It was fun. I lost my car twice on set when I parked. I'm actually in the movie.
What do you mean you lost your car?
Because I parked and then we're shooting all day, and because it's set is like it was during the time period. Mm-hmm. So I couldn't remember where I parked my car.
But don't feel bad. I can't figure out where I parked my car in Walmart, okay? So you're not on that.
But however, I'm in the movie, but you can't see me.
That's okay.
I'm actually in the film.
How is it, what is it like working with Mr. Tom Cruise?
I met him. Mm-hmm. I was a wardrobe assistant.
Really?
I was a wardrobe assistant for the movie. So I helped design a exit strategy for the guys to exit, get their regular clothes on, exit out to get paid.
Wow.
You know, so
what all goes into that wardrobe set?
Oh, I had to help pick up clothes for parade, measure people, make sure they get their outfit for the parade scene in November, December in Dallas.
How long was that set?
We were there all day.
Wow.
So yeah, it was fun. It was a fun time. I met the guy who wrote the book, whose the script's based on him. The movie's based on him. Okay. He wanted me to read the script.
Wow.
We ate lunch together, so yeah, it's a lot of fun. I actually gave Cruz a card telling him about Jesus Christ.
How did he take that?
He took the card. So I just figured, he probably read it. So if you ever just sow a seed, you never know.
Have you done any other movies?
I've been in a movie that won an award.
Okay, which one was that?
It was a college film.
Okay.
Won an award. I've been on billboards.
Get out of town.
I've been on a billboard. I've been in a TV commercial.
What is that like driving down the street to see your face on a billboard?
Oh, I was young.
Really?
For AMC cars. I was young. I was a little tight. I was like in elementary school.
Wow.
I've been on a TV commercial with Gift Nielsen.
Really?
Yeah.
What's that like?
It was fun.
Wow.
So I mean, yeah. I've done so many things. I met so many people. I've had so many opportunities.
Wow.
But I like to do things and stretch my world out.
That's good, because a lot of people never leave their block that they live on.
And I figure this. I tell people, if they ever need a volunteer on stage, raise your hand. 99.9% of the time, it's something good. And some of you haven't experienced nobody else will ever have a chance to say they did.
But I'm going to hold you to that, because I know at least 2 directors right here in Houston who are going to be shooting films within the next 2 months. Yes. The 2-month time frame, they're looking to shoot. So I'm going to send them over to you, or vice versa.
Okay, I'll be glad to jump in. And I've always wanted to be in movies.
Really?
Yeah, and I love dancing. I love tap dance. I love learning to dance, ballroom dance, and all that stuff.
You can dance?
Yeah. I can dance. I can cut up a rug. I can cut up a rug.
Okay, look.
We're just tapping into the. We're just opening up the bottle cap right now.
Okay, I'm saying any given time, this camera is going to come out and it's going to want to see you do what you do.
Oh yeah,
guaranteed.
You'll see it.
Yes, sir.
I love having fun though. I love making a fool of myself.
Well, in a good way.
I do. I mean, if I can make people laugh, I don't mind.
Wow, that is really something here. Wow.
So yeah.
Tell me about the change you've seen over the decades right here in Houston. What was that like? Like from your favorite time period, let's say from 1970s to like now. What does that change look like?
I'm gonna give you my theory on why things have gone downhill.
They've gone downhill.
Well, I'll tell you why things have gotten. They've gotten better. They went downhill. I say my 3-step theory.
Okay, what is that?
One, we took punishment out of the schools. We took to the 10 Commandments out of the schools, and we took off helmets on bikes. And you laugh at that because it's when we start coddling more.
You know what? You're absolutely true and correct about that.
Now, when I grew up, we drank out of the hoses.
We did too.
We were out until dark
When the lights
on our
come
bike
on.
late at night. We were kicked out of the house. If you didn't know what to do, you're bored. It's either here's a toothbrush, clean the toilets, or figure out something to do.
Wow.
Yeah.
I recently spoke to a mom. She was in the studio, but not on camera. And she says, listen, my daughter wants me to do everything for her. And I say, well, how old is your daughter? She's like, my daughter's 19 years old.
Oh my gosh.
She doesn't drive. She doesn't want to drive. She doesn't want to take the bus. I got to take her everywhere she wants to go. And she says, I'm exhausted. For that mother, what advice would you tell her?
Just step back and let her fail on her own. The hardest thing I had to do as a parent of a daughter is watch her fail.
Really?
Watch her fall down and how to teach herself how to get
How
back
did you
up.
how did you battle that?
It's hard. It's just a lot of bleeding lips.
Okay.
It's hard with a son. It's easy, but with a daughter, the father and daughter, you don't want to see your kids. You don't want to see your daughter get hurt.
Right.
You're overprotective. But it's just they need to, you don't learn unless if you fall.
Okay. So failure is a part of life.
Failure. The more you fail, the more resilient you're going to be.
Okay. The term fail. What did they say? Fail early, fail hard, fail fast builds a better person. Characterize.
You got to be more resilient because you're instead of being coddled, you don't know what to do. You'll be stuck. You'll be frustrated. It's like sometimes you got to get out and figure it out. You know, I mean, there's just situations like, okay, how am I going to do this? How am I going to figure it out? I'm stuck. How do I do this? I got nothing here, but how am I going to make myself?
And the employment situation in this country has really taken a nosedive. Right here in Houston, I mean, ConocoPhillips laid off like 25% of its workforce or something like that. What's happening?
That is due to the energy, stuff on the energy. I see that cyclical of energy that happens, they're always laid off.
Why?
Because it's just the prices.
I mean, knowing
Supply
that.
and demand, but knowing that, but it's just, they just don't need people to know. But however, with the tariffs coming in, with climate coming, I seeing the extreme of the prices of the barrel going to start balancing out. It's not going to be, it's going to be a shorter oval versus a longer oval.
Okay. Because I know we need energy. We need cheap energy, cheap, affordable energy, more importantly.
I tell you, but what we need is to look at the taxes at the gas pump.
Okay.
Because we're paying taxes at the gas pump we don't need to be paying,
Such as?
road tax for roads.
Okay,
and
you have to excuse
infrastructure.
my ignorance. I really do not look at the what's being paid at the gas pump. All I know is I just pump that gas.
Right.
So what's going on? What taxes?
They
are
have
at
their
the-
within taxes within that gas.
All right, so we got
There's,
road
I
tax.
know there's road tax, there's hidden taxes. So if you want to see a long-term, steady, not as much of a, I would say, a huge difference price cycle, but it keeps it within a shorter window.
Okay.
We need to cut down some of these taxes.
Okay, so let's say a gallon
Even
of
a
gas.
0.5%. Let's say even a 0.5% off. Just say you take it a 0.5% off per gallon. That's going to save. We already got money going to infrastructure and all these other bills. What are we paying for? Now,
Okay.
that makes sense.
So if gas
But
is
people don't look at that. They look at the bottom line price.
okay, so if gas is $2.50 per gallon.
It could be less.
What number, in your estimate, your perspective, should $2.50 a gallon gas be right here in Houston, Texas?
At $2.50, I think it should be. I mean, it's knock off like 2 cents a gallon, but 2 cents a gallon
Adds up over time.
adds over time. And that 2 cents per gallon saves people in the long run.
It does.
Just 2 cents a gallon saves a lot.
I mean, we have a lot of refineries. We had Shell,
Well-
Valero, ConocoPhillips.
Well,
We
we've
have
also
so
got to
many.
spend a lot of money too on the infrastructure of the pipelines. So we need to start looking at that.
Okay, expand upon that.
because they were built many years ago.
How long are we talking?
Like we're talking, my grandfather was part of Texas Gas Transmission back years ago.
Okay.
So this has been that many years ago. So I mean, I'm talking.
Who's gonna pay for it?
That's we got to speak up and get that bill going to help on that infrastructure.
So it's a bill on the table now.
And there's nothing on the bill now, but that's something we need to look at in the future. Nobody's even thinking about. Because we need that. I mean, there's fiber optics in that. I mean, there's, they utilize it for other things too.
Because a lot of people were, really talking about the infrastructure.
We look at the surface, but we never look at the underlying. And when I say look at gas, look at if you want to know when gas is going to go down, go to the internet and look at the current rig count. Watch the rig count.
Rig count.
Rig count. Rig count.
Okay, RIG?
RIG.
Okay.
Because the more rigs pumping means
Cheaper gas?
means more gas. The more gas is coming.
Okay, so that's a good thing.
That's a good thing.
Okay. Does it necessarily equate to cheaper gas though?
Eventually.
Okay.
Eventually.
So the less rigs are pumping,
Right,
out,
and the
higher.
reason, the leases were cut.
Mm-hmm.
So not many leases have been able to go for the rig count, which is terrible.
Okay.
So now we got to get the leases are open, so now there's to get those going again, which is good. And the DEI is out, which means people, it's hard to get a loan. To get a loan for your business, you had to qualify with the DEI.
Okay.
So it's hard. I mean, how are you going to get money if you're trying to qualify the DI, but you want to run a good company? To me, you work with whoever's the best. Best of the best.
As it should be.
The best of the best. It should be merit-based. It should be the best of the best. Even if you have something that's okay, you can help train them to become best.
This is true.
And train them to the position and help them become better than they ever expected.
Mm-hmm.
And I see something else good is happening with everything coming in is we're going to get back to we trained companies to go on. Customers are always right. To me,
Are they?
No, to me,
Okay.
employees are always right. You got to treat your employees as family. If I had a company, if you disrespect my employee, you're banned from my company for life. I don't care. My employees are more important to me than you. Your dollar doesn't matter. I don't care if
I appreciate that honesty.
You
A lot of people will not get on the camera and say what you just said.
You got to treat people like family. Treat people like family, it's what it's supposed to be. You get a handshake and it's like this, hi, welcome to the company, glad to have you.
Mm-hmm.
And we're together for life. And you treat the family. Look out for the family.
I think a lot of people can appreciate that.
So that's the way I look at it. I'm just a different breed. I'm just
Well,
I'm an outside the box different cat. Don't give me in a box. It ain't gonna work.
I believe it. I do believe it. Let me ask you, where can people find you? Are you on Instagram?
I am not on any social media.
Get out of town. How do you manage?
I just not even look at it. I need to get on social media.
Okay. All right. Well, because I want to be able to forward people over to you. They may have questions.
Yeah, no problem. No problem. I'll just give them my personal email.
That'll work. What is your email?
Ken, KenWDusek @gmail.com.
So if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, if you need guidance, if you just need to hear a good word, this is the gentleman to be speaking to via Gmail, correct?
Gmail.
Yes, through Gmail. I want to tell you this. It was an absolute pleasure to have you on the show, and I'm asking you to come back.
Well,
because I believe that you are a breath of fresh air. It gives me an opportunity to break away from politics. Because I deal with it so much, especially geopolitics. And just to be able to have someone come in and say, hey, we need to take that time out and think about other things that are on the table that are very important to other people outside of that.
Exactly.
So I say thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you. I
you,
appreciate it. Thanks for letting me be my first.
Well, many, many, many more. And sir, thank you again.
You're welcome. Thank you. I appreciate it.
You can catch this episode and more at VEDA.com with 2 M's. That is VEDACOMM.com. My name is Michael Thurville, photojournalist and sociologist here at VEDA World News.
And my name is Michael Dusek, and we're signing off, and have a blessed and wonderful day.
See, he had to take control of that. It's a pleasure, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, man.